there we go.
A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi. With the Starkiller base now destroyed, the Rebel Alliance is working to take control over the galaxy in order to spread peace and love to all living things. But all that will take a backseat to all of the speculation that Luke is now going to be a bad guy, turning to the dark side of the Force. Which, I mean, come on. If he were going to do that, wouldn't he have done it by now? I mean, seriously. And this Rey chick, what the fuck is her deal? Does she think she's going to be all special or what? But I digest. But Jeff and Dan are coming to see the movie. Are you going to meet up with them and let them buy you a ticket on opening night? Huh? Or are you just going to sit there, twiddling your testicles and looking silly? I mean, we're cool with that, man. Totally cool. Just don't give me a handshake the next time we see you. A fist bump should be good enough. Anyhow, The Last Jedi.
How capable are your soldiers, General? They're obviously skilled at committing high treason. Perhaps Leader Snoke should consider using
these nuts.
Where the stars of this piece of shit?
Broadcasting live from high atop Stonehead Peak in Blue Mountain Range, overlooking gorgeous downtown Dillsburg, Pennsylvania, it's the Jeff and Dan Show.
Where my niggas at?
Hey, here's one of you niggas right here. It's Wednesday. It's 7 o'clock. It's time for the Jeff and Dan Show. Thank you very much. Thank you. Good evening, folks. I am Dan. Dan is experiencing some technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties. There it is. I think the technical difficulties have been resolved.
Okay. All right.
Please stand by.
Good evening, folks. I'm Dan. Oh, come on. I'm not that bad. But anyways, I'm Dan of the Jeff and Dan Show. And I would like to wish everybody a good evening and thank you for joining us. My coast sounds like my ghost. I have a ghost. And yeah, anyways, that's the spirit of Christmas past.
Yes. Bad gifts.
My co-host and I will be taking you again on the North Pole Express this week. But first, we have a couple of announcements. The tree lighting ceremony at the Jeff and Dan Corporate Center will be this Friday, December 9th at 8 p.m. Please feel free to come by. That's right. Come see our wood all lit up. You'll love it. And sign-up sheets are posted on the community bulletin board if you have a team for this year's Golf Cart Snow Classic, where we take golf carts and run them through 6 inches of snow on the course. Gonna be a lot of fun. And the other announcement I have for you folks is I am going to predict your December weather. This is your December weather forecast on the Jeff and Dan Show. Was that a scream of happiness?
Yeah.
Anyways, December 1st through the 10th will be unseasonably warm, and temps will return to normal. 33 for the low and 42 for the high from December 11th to the 19th. Unusual bitter cold will set in for the 20th and the 27th, with a possible white Christmas with 4 to 6 in either the 24th, 25th, or 26th. We will get some precipitation in those days. It just depends on how cold it will be. Warmer, more seasonal temps in the last week of the year. Ladies and gentlemen, and now for traffic, here's my good buddy and my co-host, Jeff the Traffic Guy.
Hey, Dan. How's it going, man? We're out here looking down at the traffic. Looks like Route 30's jammed up quite a bit. We got some stuff going on, and my pilot's showing a little bit of regression here. Oh, my God. What? He just left. What is going on? I think we're getting ready to crash, Dan. Yeah, the helicopter's slowing down now, man. So we're heading downward. Might as well give it our last for all, man. And that's it.
Well, welcome to the Dan Show. I'm Dan. I'm your host for this evening. Good evening, everybody. I hope you're having a very Merry Christmas. Of course, it's not Christmas yet this week, but it is Christmas month, all through the month of December. In fact, we started Christmas way back in September, if you all remember correctly.
Yeah.
Yes. How are you tonight, Jeff?
I'm not doing too bad, sir. How are you?
I am doing pretty good.
Groovy.
Yeah. You, how was your week?
Well, it is finals week.
Finals week.
Yes. So it's a lot of studying and a lot of writing and a lot of finger cramps and a lot of menstrual periods and a lot of stuff. And hey, Butch, get off my yard. It's one of those kind of angry old man kind of things. But
what kind of gun was that?
It was a Gatling gun.
Oh.
Mini Gatling.
Come here, get back on my yard.
Where the hell are you going, man? What are you doing? Okay. All right. So anyway, it's just been really strenuous this week. A lot of stuff going on. I didn't have a chance to put out a lot of our typical stuff, like our quotes. I didn't do the mixed bag of quotes and stuff. And
so you didn't get any Christmas shopping done, or is that what you have been doing?
Yeah, that too. Yeah, it's always fun like that. The wife does most of the Christmas shopping. I tag along with her just to watch her, look at stuff over and over and over again. All right, dear, just make up your mind, please. Okay.
Just pick something and let's go.
That's right. She wants to rip my hair out of my head. I mean, her hair out of her head half the time. So, it's one of those deals. But what are you going to do, right? I mean, I understand the reason for being selective. I understand the reason for being picky. You know what I mean? My family is that kind of family that, oh man, that cereal box has got a little bang up at the bottom there. Let's just get the one behind it because it's the fresher, newer looking one, even though everything inside is exactly the same. You know what I mean? One of those kinds of things.
You know what? That reminds me of my old science teacher, Mr. Wilson.
Oh, yeah?
Mr. Wilson was a great teacher, somebody I highly admired and looked up to.
Yeah.
He had once told us in the class, do not buy those dented cans of peas.
Uh-huh.
There are microscopic holes in it that allow the germs and the bacteria to get in it. I don't know how he was right, because if there was microscopic holes for stuff to get in it, then there's microscopic holes for stuff to get out.
Yeah, that's true too, yeah. But you don't want to eat the stuff that's going to get you killed, man.
Right.
You just don't want that to happen. So. You're running around the freaking, place, man. You don't want that stuff to, get into your system and kill you. Because that just sucks.
Oh, man.
It's a video game kind of day. All right.
Anybody got another quarter?
Yeah, because that would be cool. Oh, yeah, we can do that. All right, yeah. So
Pac-Man fever.
That's right. A lot of people that are listening or will be listening have not probably ever heard of Pac-Man, which really kind of sucks. But, what are you going to do? So, but yeah, the whole week has been long. It feels like it's not getting any shorter, and it's just taking forever. I mean, today being just Wednesday, I feel like I've already done 3 weeks in this week so far.
It's the month, man.
Yeah.
It is the month.
It's like staying up until 4 o'clock in the morning writing and doing research, and then, going to bed and getting up at 7. That kind of shit. So, yeah, it kind of sucks. So, how has your week been, sir?
My job requires me to be very busy this month. We did our highest day ever in sales. We crushed it by almost 20%. Our record was 5,000. We did 6,000.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. I work for the post office. I don't work for the post office, but I work for the post office. What did he just say?
What the hell is that?
Just never mind. Yeah. Anyways, just know that I put stamps on mail.
I put mails on stamp. Very good. Yeah, I got the Elvis.
But yeah, and we had a busy week and no time for anything else.
I got a question for you. Speaking of which, you guys had the Eclipse stamps.
We do. And I still have some.
You still have some?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, those are pretty collectible, believe it or not.
Those are collectible, and I hope the post office. What it is for our listeners who don't know is it's a black stamp. It's a black circle on the stamp, and it's commemorating the eclipse that just happened in August. And you put your finger or anything that is warm over the black dot on the stamp, and it becomes the moon. So it's supposed to imitate an eclipse on the stamp.
Yeah.
And it's a great idea. It's a lovely stamp. It has people talking. I hope the post office does more stuff like that.
Yeah.
And from what I have heard, that's just paint on there. That's just paint that black circle. It's just paint when...
Yeah, when the heat finally touches it, it ends up removing it. It's just
Yeah.
heat-sensitive paint, basically. It goes from being opaque to being transparent.
So
Yeah.
it's still there. It just goes transparent.
Right.
Isn't
yeah.
that wild?
Yeah. Yeah, it's easy. They had that, stuff. Honestly, I think that's what they would put on lottery tickets. That'd make our life a lot easier. Oh, look, I won again. Too bad I work here. You don't want this one. It's a loser.
Yeah, you do.
Rip it over and put it over next to your cash register. That's right. Here you go. Here's the next one. So anyway, what else has been going on, sir?
Well, I am trying to get in the holiday spirit. Of course I am. I love Christmas.
Okay.
I have some Christmas games. Do you want to play some Christmas games?
Yes. Let's play some Christmas games. Shit, I need Christmas music.
Yeah.
Damn it. I don't have anything that's for Christmas either. That sucks.
Well, sing something.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New. Right now on Fox. It's Christmas time, bitches. So we can do that. There you go. There's your intro.
My intro for 31 Christmas trivia questions for your next holiday gathering.
Woohoo!
Are you ready?
Yes.
We're going to go with the easy ones first.
Okay.
In the song Frosty the Snowman, what made Frosty come to life? We didn't go over these last week with the kids, did we?
No, we did not.
Okay.
Nope. Yeah,
Okay.
that I would have remembered that because I don't even want to begin to think about Frosty coming. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you say to life? Oh, okay. I got you now. His hat.
All of a sudden, my face was very cold. An old silk hat.
Yes, an old silk hat.
Question number 2.
Okay.
What Christmas decoration was originally made from strands of liver? Oh, wait. Strands of silver.
Icicles. Yeah.
Liver. Your tree stinks,
Liver.
man.
Stinky ass tree.
Tinsel. You are correct.
Tinsel,
What
there
did
we
you
go.
say? You said
I said
icicles.
icicles,
That's
yeah.
a common.
Common
Interchangeable
term
word for
right.
that. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Who played George Bailey in the Christmas classic "It's a Wonderful Life"?
Now look here. If I could come up with an idea here, Mr. Potter. Damn. Yeah, I can't do his voice tonight. It sucks. Shit, what the hell's his name? Oh, Jimmy Stewart. Yes.
Is that the same movie where at the end an incredibly excited guy goes, "Merry Christmas, everybody"?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
That
That's
doesn't
it.
even sound like the same Jimmy Stewart.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's where everybody gets they're making fun of him at. You know what I mean? Like when you think of William Shatner, the captain from Star Trek, he doesn't sound that way at all. But most people do. His voice sounds something like this. It's just craziness. How much?
Well,
I've got to put some emotion into everything that I'm doing.
It does sound like that on Star Trek,
Only when he gets excited.
and that's
The rest of the time is like Bones. I need some pancakes. Damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor, not Aunt Jemima. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's not like he's, doing it the whole time. It's just that's the most fun you can make from it because almost every episode had him doing that. And it was usually a point where either he was flipping out or he was getting angry or he was trying to prevent something from happening, but it was out of his control. So, yeah, so that's what provoked him to act like that.
set phasers to tickle.
Set phasers to fun. Oh, God, this is great. George Takei. There you go.
Set phasers to long enough to keep them totally inebriated until I am done with my jollies.
That's right. They're getting off. I'm getting off. Everybody's having a good time. Let's just do it.
I'm getting on. Per a recent holiday fad, what spy hides around the house reporting back to Santa on who has been naughty and nice?
Krampus. No, I'm just kidding. Elf on the Shelf.
The Dan on the stand.
That's right. Jeff, that's deaf. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's all good.
The elf on the shelf is correct.
All right.
How many years now have you known about the elf on the shelf?
Oh, it's had to have been almost probably a decade at least.
Really?
Yeah.
It's only been like 5 years or less that I've actually been aware of this little game.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Originally, it wasn't a game. It was just you bought the elf on the shelf, and that was it. It was just like the elf that you'd buy. just to have as your mantelpiece or whatever.
You just set them there for the Christmas season.
Exactly. It
Well,
was
now
just keeping watch over your stockings, I think, was the original story, and that's what they did. But
Well, now there's some kind of story where if the child behaves that day, the elf moves to a new place when he wakes up.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're aware of that?
Yes. Yeah. We did that for a year or two here. But before that, we lived in apartments and whatnot, and we just didn't feel like that kind of Christmassy. You know what I mean? It wasn't like this is our place to enjoy. But
do your kids, any of your kids, currently believe in Santa Claus?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
They're coming out of it though. They're waking up from the chloroform. No, they're coming to. They're starting to realize that. Yeah, it's because my youngest approached me the other day and said, "Because Santa Claus is mom and dad," and I was like, "You little asshole." And then I thought, wait a minute, you don't have anybody younger than you, so it's not like you're ruining this for somebody,
Yeah.
But I didn't acknowledge it. I just sort of went, "Oh, is that the case?" Something like that.
Did any of your kids ever ask you, how does the jolly old man fit his fat fucking ass down there anyways?
Yeah. Laid a finger aside of his nose and snorted some coke. Okay, now we're going to get down this track. Come on, come on. Let's go down there, dude. I got to get this stuff. Score the cookies. He's snorting sugar cookies.
Well, you know what? You got to ingest them somehow.
Booger sugar cookies.
Booger cookies.
Booger cookies. That's like coke to that man. Anyway.
What Christmas beverage is also known as milk punch?
Oh, eggnog.
Eggnog is correct.
Eggnog.
Eggnog is basically eggs, milk, and nutmeg or cinnamon.
Correct. And they're raw eggs. A lot of people don't realize that. I try and tell everybody that I know, whenever I'm going to get some eggnog, they're like, ew. And I'm like, yeah, it's raw eggs. I don't really like that much either. But when you drink it with rum in it, I don't mind so much at that point.
I like eggnog, but I can't drink too much of it because it is just too damn rich.
Right, yeah, exactly. A lot of people, that's their main concern. The main thing is
it's too rich.
It's too thick.
It is very thick.
It's too thick. They're like, the texture is disgusting, and I'm like, it's not that bad.
I don't mind the texture.
Yeah, it's like drinking mocha magnesia or Pepto-Bismol
or some very good thick chocolate milk.
Oh, yeah, like Gallagher's. Ooh, good stuff.
Yeah, I'll pass on that.
Yeah.
One of Santa's reindeer shares a name with a famous symbol of Valentine's Day.
Cupid.
Which reindeer is that?
Cupid.
Cupid.
Chia. Yeah, Cupid, man.
Cupid.
Okay, Cupid.
On Donner and Schnitzen.
On Donner and Schnitzel if you don't get fucking done.
What Christmas-themed ballet premiered in St. Petersburg, Russia in 1892?
The Ballad of Trump. No, I'm just kidding. We knew it was coming. We just had to wait for it. No, the Nutcracker Suite.
The Nutcracker Suite.
Yes. The Nutcracker is not fucking sweet. It's a wrestling move, and it hurts like hell. Nutcracker, not so sweet. Yeah.
In 1981,
okay,
Bob and Doug McKenzie released their own version of a classic Christmas song. Yeah. What song is that? Why am I even asking this one?
Like the 12 Days of Christmas, eh?
Yeah. Is that what that was?
Yeah, it's like the 12 Beers of Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And 12 beers of Christmas and a beer. They get to the end of it every time. It's like, and a beer.
What animated 2004 film is about a train that carries kids to the North Pole on Christmas Eve?
Oh, Schindler's List. It's not going to go well for them. No, the Polar Express.
The Auschwitz line. The Polar Express, that is correct.
Yeah.
What much reviled Christmas edible is known for its long shelf life?
Oh, it's one of my mom's favorites, too.
Oh, she eats that?
Oh, my God, yes. And I just look at her and go,
Nobody eats those.
I
You're not
know,
supposed to eat.
right?
They're like
You're supposed
5,000
to
years old.
regift it. Yeah, there's only 4 of them in the world, and they keep getting regifted. Fruitcake. Yeah,
Fruitcake.
definitely. Fruitcake, sometimes called insanity. You're fucking fruitcake, you know.
Okay, now we're going to can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Now we're going to kick it up a notch.
The lightning round. Oh.
And we're going to go to the not so easy questions. Are you ready?
I am ready.
This one here should belong in the easy part, but here it is. In Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol, what was Mr. Scrooge's first name?
Ebenezer.
Why is that not so easy? Why is that considered not so easy?
I don't know. Yeah, a lot of people know
Ebenezer
them.
Scrooge.
I guess because kids nowadays don't learn it. They only learn about Scrooge, and that was it. You know what I mean? Just like hear that. But there's a couple times in the book where he actually says Ebenezer. You know, like the guys, like Jacob Marley comes to him the first and says his name like several times. So yeah.
What Bing Crosby song is the best-selling single ever?
I'm creaming for a white Christmas.
Just like all the Christmases I used to know.
Just like the way she used to blow. Oh, anyway. Am I correct? Is it White Christmas?
It is White Christmas.
There we go.
She had a White Christmas. I didn't. Anyways.
That bitch is in trouble. What are you going to do?
In the early 1800s, the first gingerbread houses were reportedly inspired by what famous fairy tale?
Hansel and Gretel.
Hansel and Greta.
Yeah. Hansel and Gretel.
Miracle on 34th Street centers on what real-life department store?
Macy's. No.
Macy's.
Is it Macy's?
It is Macy's.
Okay, because I thought at first it was Gimbel's.
Well, first I said Jamesway.
Oh yeah, Jamesway. No, I thought it was Gimbel's because Gimbel's was a real place, but it went out of real business like a decade ago or so. So yeah, it's just but yeah, Macy's. All right, groovy.
In the song, Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
Yeah.
What incriminating evidence was found on Grandma's back?
Claws marks. She had claws marks on her back. Yeah.
What are claws marks?
Santa Claus marks.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, no, claws marks are actually the way they made it sound was like she was fucking Santa, but I don't think that's what the deal was. I think they meant to say like claws from the reindeer.
Oh, claws.
They trounced her. Yeah, claws. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm not exactly sure, but I know that's what the answer is. So. Actually, I'm wrong. Here's the right answer.
Well, the answer was claws mark.
Oh, cool.
Claws marks, and it's spelled CLAUS. How many reindeer are featured in the poem "'Twas the Night Before Christmas"?
8.
8.
Tiny reindeer. Yeah, no Rudolph there.
And I do have a problem with that poem.
There's a couple things that are bad in there. Yeah.
What appeared before my wondering eyes? Wait, how does that go? A miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer.
Yes.
I got news for you, man. That ain't so tiny. Those reindeers are 200 pounds apiece,
if not more.
And that sled is bigger than your 1977 Chevrolet station wagon.
The old estate wagon, estate country wagon.
Yeah, so that is no miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer.
Not at all.
Sir.
Yeah. He just wanted to make it seem like that because he didn't want the lawsuits coming and.
And he also had to make it fit, so he had to get some more adjectives.
There you go. Yeah.
See, a sleigh and reindeer, and that's not going to fit.
Yeah, we need more.
How about a miniature sleigh?
Oh.
And 8 tiny reindeer.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it fits.
That works.
It fits.
It fits.
What traditional Christmas decoration is actually a parasitic plant?
Oh, that is the mistletoe.
Mistletoe is correct.
Yes. Yeah, most people would have probably said poinsettias because they think that, it kills your cat, But, hey, man, anything to get those things to stop moving. I'll pay the $17 for one poinsettia. Bring it fucking home and kill off my cats. No, I won't do that. I like my cats. Most of them, anyway.
Okay. In the Muppet Christmas Carol, who played Scrooge?
Muppet Christmas Carol.
Hint.
Somebody played Scrooge.
It wasn't a Muppet.
Yeah, I know. It was a person. Shit. I used to know this, man. I have no idea, dude.
Is it A, the Marlboro Man.
Yeah, him and his black lungs.
B, Michael Caine.
Okay.
C, Michael
More.
Or D, Michael
Knight. Oh my God, Michael. What is it, kid? Yeah, that's it, exactly.
Michael Caine.
Yes, my cocaine. You know, if you say my cocaine, you say it just like he says his own name, my cocaine.
I saw one this week.
Yeah.
How to speak Australian. Say whale, oil, beef, hooked. Say it real fast.
Well, oil be fucked. Well, I'll be fucked.
I'll be fucked then.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyway, what beverage company has been using Santa Claus in its advertising since 1931?
That would be Coke.
Coca-Cola.
Booger sugar. China White. Yeah.
They've been using Santa Claus.
Yes. As a matter of fact, a lot of people put the fact that they use him as the reason why Christmas has gotten as commercialized as it is now. Because we wouldn't have been celebrating Santa Claus, except for the fact that the advertising companies wouldn't let us stop seeing him. You know what I mean? It was one of those things where we're like, oh, jolly fat guy gives people free gifts. Sounds great. Let's throw it on every fucking thing. And they did. And they put it out everywhere. And everybody got so used to seeing it, it became a tradition. And eventually traditions are things that just can't die. So,
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate.
Do you realize what a creep Santa Claus is?
Oh, yeah.
He stares at you while you're sleeping.
Yeah. If you said that in any other song without Santa Claus in it, people would be shitting bricks, man. They'd be like, hey, Georgie, my name's Pennywise. What are you doing? You know, it's one of those things where it's like, oh, shit, creepy clown, you know. Same thing. Fucking Santa Claus, a big jolly elf. That's the other thing, too. It's like, wait a minute. Elves are small as shit. Have you ever seen an elf? They're really, really small.
Yeah.
So why is Santa Claus this big jolly elf? Who the hell gave him the right to do that? Anyway.
Well, the genetic mutation genetically mutated again. According to legend, what holiday goodies were shaped to resemble a shepherd's staff as a way to remind children of the shepherds who visited baby Jesus?
That's true. Believe it or not, that is actually 100% true. Candy canes.
Candy canes.
Yeah, it was started as a tradition in a church. The guy, the I don't want to say pastor, but it's not pastor. It's like the bishop or the somebody of decent, caliber in the church. Started that as a tradition, giving those out as a reminder. And it was, I looked that up a couple years ago and I was just like, well, that's crazy. I never thought that.
Have you ever heard the legend with this, that on candy canes there's 39 stripes?
No, I haven't heard that.
You haven't heard that? I don't know if that's true or not. I mean, there's
only two stripes, technically.
I was going to say,
white and red.
technically, there are only two stripes,
right.
Yes, but you should be able somehow to count 39.
Wow.
Anyway, I guess if you just stick along the side and don't.
Yeah.
Anyways, 39 stripes are to resemble Jesus's 39 lashes before he was crucified.
Oh, wow. Yeah. That makes sense because it's red. So.
Okay, here comes the hard ones.
Okay, here come the hard ones.
In the movie A Christmas Story,
okay,
what was the name of the next door neighbors whose dogs ate the Christmas turkey?
Oh, yeah, that was a real difficult one. Next door neighbors' dogs that ate the turkey.
Was it?
That's one of my least favorite Christmas movies, by the way.
Get the fuck out of here!
No, I'm dead serious.
Oh man, that is like one of my favorites.
That's my number 2 least favorite, and my number 1 is Elf. Most people can't believe that. Like, oh my God, you hated Elf?
Is Elf the one with
Will Ferrell?
I do not find him funny
not
at
all.
all.
Yeah, not at all.
One time he had a line in the movie. What's the racing movie he was in?
Oh, the Ricky Bobby.
Ricky Bobby.
Yeah, Talladega Nights.
Yeah, and that one where he thought he was on fire, running around, and he said, "Oh, help me! I'm on fire! Help me, Jesus! Help me, Oprah!" That was the only line I have ever laughed at Will Ferrell.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, there's a couple of things here and there that I laugh at, but it's
No, he's not funny at all.
I know, the majority of the time he just plays over the top. The best things that he's played, the ones that I had the most appreciation for, he wasn't trying to be funny. Stranger Than Fiction, it was a great movie because everybody around him was being funny, but he wasn't. He was completely serious and straightforward. And basically the synopsis of that movie is he wakes up one day and an author is reading his life out loud. And before he ends up finishing at home, before he goes to work, she says, but he didn't realize today was the day he was going to die. And that was like, and he's like, what? And he's like freaking out and stuff, you know, and he's like looking around and like, dude, great movie.
What was the name of the movie?
Stranger Than Fiction.
Sorry, I just can't get into Will Ferrell at all.
I know, I couldn't either, but I bet you dollars to know that you'd have an appreciation for this movie at least more than the other shit that he's done.
Was the last one he was in Step Brothers or something like that?
There was one, yeah, called Step Brothers. He's been in other shit since then, but yeah, Step Brothers is one, and I'm just like, every time I see it, I'm like, him and John C. Reilly. I like John C. Reilly usually when he's not with Will Ferrell. For instance, Kong Island. He was really funny in Kong Island because he's like, these people show up and they had all their helicopters blown to bits and shit, and Samuel L. Jackson's there, and they're telling him, you know, because he's been on this island for 40-something years. and they go, and he's laughing his ass off. He's like, yeah, you guys shouldn't have come here. Yeah, so, yeah, it was pretty good. But, yeah. Will Ferrell, John Heder is another one I don't like. Will Ferrell and John Heder worked together in the movie Blades of Glory, where they were both, like, figure skaters or whatever. Yeah, it was pretty horrible. And also, John Heder played Napoleon Dynamite, which everybody's like, oh my God, that's like the best fucking movie ever. Best movie ever.
That wasn't Jose?
Yes, that is Pedro.
Oh,
yeah.
Pedro.
Vote for Pedro. Yeah.
Pedro was
in that movie, yeah.
Which character?
Napoleon Dynamite was John Heder. The Pedro character was played by some Hispanic dude. Can't remember his name right off.
Really, I don't think he even had any lines, did he?
He did, but they were very, few and far between. But he was the one that was always offsetting what Napoleon Dynamite was doing that was stupid. But yeah, it was just, I don't know. That show just, that movie just
has a huge following.
Yeah, it's like
huge
Elf.
Cult.
There are some funny scenes in Elf. I'll give you that. The one that really gets me laughing if I watch it is when they have the snowball fight in New York City. And like, he's an elf, so and a North Pole elf, so he deals with snow all the time, so they know how to do certain things. And he goes with these kids, and he gets on the one side, and the kids are like, yeah, we got a snowball fight coming. And he's like, yeah, and they all get on their opposite sides, and then he like starts digging up all this snow like really, really fast, and he creates all these snowballs. And there's like a giant pyramid of like snowballs. And he just and all of a sudden somebody says, snowball fight! And he gets up and he's just like, he's like throwing them like one right after another, like really, really super fast. It's funny when you watch it, you know what I mean? Because it's just, you know, exactly. Kids are getting wasted. It's like he's shooting like a Gatling gun with shit. So, yeah.
That wasn't the one. I meant to play this one.
Yeah, so
anyways,
okay.
in the movie A Christmas Story, what was the name of the next door neighbors whose dog ate the Christmas turkey?
I have no idea.
Was it A, the Farrells,
okay,
B, the Bumpuses, C, the Farrells,
or D, the Farrells?
Or D, the Farrells.
The Farrells.
No, it was the Bumpuses.
Was it the Bumpuses?
It was the Bumpuses.
Oh, damn.
What figure from English folklore came to be associated with Santa Claus? I never knew this. I never associated it, but I guess maybe you could with the Kinks song.
My Sharona?
You're thinking of Lola.
Yeah, Lola.
Father Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Father Christmas, give us some money.
Before we shoot you and leave you for dead. Yeah.
Name the animatronic cassette-playing bear toy that every kid wanted for Christmas in the mid-'80s.
Oh my God, Mom, can I have a Teddy Ruxpin doll?
Teddy Ruxpin is correct.
Telly fucks him.
In the 1964 classic, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, what was the name of Rudolph's faithful elf companion?
Rudolph's faithful elf companion. That was the claymation.
A dentist? Look, everybody, Blake wants to be a dentist.
Yeah, isn't it, oh, shit. That's the one that's claymation, right? The one with the Yeti in it and everything?
Yep.
Yeah. Damn, I can't think of what it is, man. What's the dude's name?
Hermie.
Is it Hermie?
It's Hermie.
That's weird.
Yeah. According to the folklore of Austria and other countries, what horned figure punishes naughty children at Christmas time?
Krampus.
Grandpa.
Krampus.
Oh, Krampus.
Yes.
Krampus. Uh-huh.
Yes, Krampus.
In the TV special, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, what 3 words best describe the Grinch? You're a mean one,
Mr. Grinch. Stink, stank, stunk.
Stink, stank, stunk. That is correct, sir.
All right.
What well-known Christmas carol became the first song ever broadcast from space in 1965?
Ooh.
Let me give you a clue.
Did you say it was from A Christmas Carol?
What well-known
Re-
Christmas carol?
What
well-known Christmas carol became the first song ever broadcast from space in 1965?
Let's say, shit. Nope, that ain't it. Damn, that's a good question. I have no idea.
Dashing through the vacuum.
We're done. That's it. We got sucked inside out. We're good.
Jingle bells.
Jingle bells, really?
In what modern-day country was St. Nicholas born?
Romania.
Close, but no cigar.
Jamaica.
Amon. Turkey.
Really?
Yep.
Why does that sound familiar?
I thought he was English.
Yeah.
I thought he was pure English. But
yeah, that's weird.
Oh, well.
Yeah, it would make sense with that red-ass suit, though.
What Christmas carol does the Peanuts gang sing at the end of A Charlie Brown Christmas? Hark and herald angels sing.
Smoking Harry angels sing.
Smoking Harry, that was from Home Alone. We came upon a KFC right there on 11:15.
We came all across some fairy queer. Anyway.
Beat him up, stole his wallet.
I don't know. Actually, what's the song?
Hark the Herald Angels Sing.
Is it?
Yeah.
Hark the Herald. Okay.
'Twas the Night Before Christmas was originally published under what name? And if you just think about it, I know you'll get it. And I know you've heard this before.
I'm thinking. God, I got way too much shit jammed in my head for finals week.
A Visit from St. Nicholas.
That's what it is. Yeah. Wasn't it originally in the Saturday Morning Post?
Maybe.
That it came out?
Maybe.
Yeah, I think so. Saturday
Maybe.
Evening Post.
Might have been that.
Yeah. Because that was they were huge Christmas folks back then.
And here comes your favorite question. Question number 31, and I am not making this up. If I would have known this was here, I never would have gone this way. What holiday movie sequel includes a cameo by President Donald Trump? But he wasn't president then.
Home Alone 2.
I've watched that movie 100 times. I don't know where that is, and that is correct.
It's the scene where he's in the hotel and he goes downstairs and I think he's getting ready to hail a cab he's getting ready to go outside and he runs into Donald Trump and I think he has like no idea really who he is. So, but yeah. It's a very, very quick scene, but
I'm gonna go look for that tonight.
Yeah,
well,
check it out on YouTube.
Tonight, but
Yeah.
I did not even know that existed.
Yeah, yep, yeah. It's
Well,
crazy.
hey, thank you for playing 31 questions. Well, the actual name of our skit is 31 Christmas trivia questions for your next holiday gathering.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody.
Yes, and if you want to add those to your repertoire, just listen back to the show because we are not going to write it down and send it anywhere. So
We
kiss
will
our
not
ass.
be charging royalties, so you just go right ahead and use all you can.
That's right. Get whatever you need, and now for something funnier. Funny slogans for real companies.
Yeah.
We kind of talked about this before, but I didn't get it done, so I wanted to get an opportunity to put them out there.
Let's put them out there.
Funny slogans for real companies, and if I can remember the original slogan, I will try and include that before the ones that mess it up. Chapstick. This will disappear tomorrow before the tube's even empty. That's right. Hot Pockets. You know that one.
What are you going to pick?
Hot Pockets. That's right.
Well, I don't have any hot pockets, but I do have a nose.
Hot Pockets. Every bite, different temperature. That's exactly right. 100%, my friend. Motel 6. We'll leave the light on for you. It should actually say, Motel 6. We'll leave the light on for you because you're probably driving into a bad neighborhood.
Motel 6. We'll leave the light on for you. But you won't be able to see because there'll be no light bulb in there.
Way too cheap to put no white bulbs in that damn thing. Netflix. Spend more time searching than watching. DiGiorno. You know DiGiorno. Mm-hmm. DiGiorno.
What's their slogan?
Their slogan is, it's not delivery, it's DiGiorno.
It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno.
That's right. Yeah, here's the new one. DiGiorno. You're pretty certain it's not delivery.
Do you eat frozen pizza?
I do occasionally.
Do you have a favorite brand?
Yes and no.
Yeah.
Usually I like the ones that are like kind of handmade in the store that we get them at.
So you like thicker crusts?
I do. Yeah, I like the ones that actually have to rise when you're cooking them. The thing though is that I also tend to like, my family tends to like Totino's pizza.
That's a thin crust,
Yes,
isn't it?
that's those real thin. You look at it and it looks like pock marks of zits all over the thing. That's where the cheese is at because the rest of it's just red. And you're like, dude, I could put like a cup of cheese on this and it still wouldn't have enough cheese. So,
Your family likes that?
Yeah. But it's just the taste, it's the fact that it's simplistic, it's easy to do. It's not, not really, really hard to, drop that bad boy in a microwave or something. So
I like bruschetta supreme.
Oh, yeah.
It's a thick crust.
Yeah, like a pan pizza type
and
crust.
A lot of frozen pizzas don't put a whole lot of toppings on. Bruschetta ain't afraid to cut the cheese.
Well, that's the reason why I like the store-made ones, because what they'll do is they'll put it in a box that has like this opening so you can see what it looks like. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it's like, wow, okay, great. I see that it needs a couple more
prescriptions.
Some Ritalin over here, some Xanax here. We're good to go, my friend. All right, let's get back into this. iTunes. I don't know what iTunes thing is, but iTunes' new slogan should be, we have not read all of the rules and conditions. You own my car now. So, our friends at Kmart. Yes, we're still around. Barely. But we're still around.
What a shame about that store.
I know. It really is. And the fact of the matter is, the whole sales to Sears and Kmart mixing together, just a really bad idea.
I think it's a great idea.
I thought it was going to be a great idea, but they didn't do anything.
Well,
Kmart stayed the same damn place.
Yeah.
And it didn't matter. Every Kmart you would walk into, it was like, oh, wow, I remember being here in like 1982 and it being the exact same fucking layout, exact same fucking store. And look, there's the exact same fucking flannel shirt I could buy,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. they had 4,000 stores or something like that.
Yeah, there was a lot.
And they didn't stop to think to hire maybe good marketing people.
Exactly.
Somebody that could, I don't know, buy stuff to sell people wanted to buy.
They see the thing was, man, is they went with the whole marketing idea of, hey, we're Kmart. We've been around a really long time.
We're not going anywhere.
That's right. We're not going anywhere. We're good. We're the same people. Come visit us. Do like it was back in the old days with blue light specials and the diner up front that you could get some, quick eats at and blah, blah, blah. But then like fucking Target and Walmart started coming out and they were just blowing them away. Walmart is the ultimate accessory for inexpensive items. If you need something cheap, go to Walmart. Basically what it comes down to. If you need something that's a little more trendy, go to Target. Because that's, to be honest, I've always, made fun of Target for the fact that they're, it's where the trendy people shop, and for the longest time I was just like, you know what? I don't want to shop at Target. I really didn't.
Target. We're Walmart. 15% more.
We're so much better and still in red.
Do you not like Target now?
No, I love Target now. Now I go to shop in there all the time because I just ignore the trendy shit. They have no clothes that fit me. They have no shoes that fit me. They have nothing that fits me. But I like the stuff that isn't clothing, so that makes it a big difference. A lot of that being like housewares and some grocery items and stuff like that. So, but yeah, hey, do you like Target?
I go there. They have a good toy selection.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why I know they have good toy selections.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But they have good toy selections. They have. Well, I don't call them toys. I call them props.
Right.
They have a very good prop selection.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. And really good clearance sales too, which Walmart kind of does, but not as much as they used to. They used to have like a whole section of nothing but clearance shit that they're just trying to get rid of. They still do every once in a while, but man, Target, like if you go down every 3 or 4 aisles, if you're on the end cap, you look and there's another clearance item or clearance section. You can buy stuff. Now the thing is with Target, they do that markdown thing. You know what I'm talking about? Where typically they would sell this for $4.99. Okay, that was when it was just there and it was being sold. But now that they're going to put it on clearance, they're going to put it back at its list price of $7 and discount it 25%, which is going to take it down to $5.25, which is more expensive than the $4.99 that you could have bought it at originally.
But if it has those magic words, clearance.
That's right. People fall for that shit all the time, and my wife and I don't fall prey to that, not at all. My wife's an amazing shopper. I never in a million years, if you'd asked me 10 years ago, would my wife be an amazing shopper, I'd been like, no, not at all. Dude, she's like right on top of it, and she knows the internet stuff now. There was a time where I was just like, she doesn't know shit about the internet. She doesn't know anything about this or that. The whole damn thing, the whole spiel, she was not, I thought, not good at it. But she really turned her game around. She figured out how to get, the best deals online, how to find coupon codes and how to do all this stuff. And really kind of, I hate to say it, but defeat the system. And she's, pretty good at it and still really, really good at it now.
Does she go too far like some people?
No, she doesn't get crazy with it. No.
We'll spend 2 hours to save $1?
No, not usually that.
Or my personal pet peeve is people with their fucking gas prices.
Oh, yeah.
I can go across town where it's 2 cents cheaper.
Yeah.
Okay, you go ahead and go across town for that 2 cents cheaper.
And waste the $3 in gas.
And you're going to save 30 cents, buddy.
Right, yeah. And waste $3 in gas. Yeah, exactly. There's resources out there now that people that they have and they use. A lot of people do use them. Things like Gas Buddy.
Gas Buddy, yep.
Which is a huge saver. I mean, if you're in the neighborhood, like instead of being here, being in like York, which is closer south, the closer you get to the Maryland line, the cheaper gas gets. That's just the way it is. Except for Hanover, I don't know why. Hanover just refuses to adjust like other places, but you can get cheaper gas, say in like York, and you're still not saving as much money as you did in Maryland. Like if you're heading to Maryland, just wait and get gas in Maryland. But
is gas cheaper in Maryland?
Oh
now?
Yes, yeah, it's 30 to 40 cents cheaper. And I'll tell you why. 2 words: Tom Wolf.
Gas
That's
tax?
the reason. Yes, yeah. Oh, those 2 words too. Tom Wolfe actually socked it to us. I mean, when he first went in office, he literally socked it to us. And of course, it was all under the auspice that, oh yeah, we're gonna fix the roads and fix the bridges, and we're gonna fix this and we're gonna fix that. And they have been. I'll admit that.
Nah.
More than I would like them to. But yeah, they really kind of put it there. But to be honest with you, there's other stuff that they could have taxed. You know, one of the big things that's getting ready to come out now is the electronic video game terminals, which are the you can play like poker or whatever at them and win money. And that's the thing. They're planning on putting them just about anywhere. I mean, you could like walk into a Rutter's and, oh, look, I can gamble and buy booze now, So it's quite the experience that we should be getting tax money from, you know what I mean, to offset the cost of all the other shit that we're trying to do and be able to lower our gas tax. But I have a very sneaking suspicion that they're not going to relieve our gas tax. They're going to continue keeping it as high as it is, no matter what.
Oh, dude.
We're number one in the nation.
Have you ever heard of a tax being repealed? I
have, but never a tax that's been like something really super important that affected me, like the gas tax.
The only ones you've heard of and actually were implemented was, we've discontinued the tax on the number 2 lead pencil.
Right. We've gotten rid of the excise tax. The real estate tax is now gone. It's like, that's great, but it really doesn't fucking bother me. It doesn't help me in any way. So, yeah, I think it's just, one of those deals where we kind of have to grin and bear it, which is unfortunate because I just see a lot of shit going downhill. But anyway, let's get back to this.
Yeah, so let's get back to...
Let's get back to fucking around with some slogans.
Yeah.
Ticketmaster. Okay, I don't remember what their slogan was, but their new one should be Ticketmaster. Yep, there's a fee for that too. Redbox. I don't know what the hell's name. Redbox, because it hasn't hit Netflix yet. This one's an old one but good one. Kool-Aid. Oh yeah, you know that? Mm-hmm. Kool-Aid, colored sugar water. That's basically what it comes down to. One of my favorites is there's a company that makes computer printers called Lexmark. I don't remember what their slogan is, but their new one should be Lexmark, because you like paying more for your ink than you did for the printer. Which is exactly true, because every Lexmark I ever owned at any given time was always like $20, $30, and I'd go to buy a new refill of color, or black, and it was $40. Son of a bitch, Okay, so Hidden Valley Ranch, come to the valley, I think is what's their original one. So they just make it Hidden Valley Ranch, making vegetables bad for you since 1922. Absolutely correct.
But they are so much more tasty.
This is the one you should love. Google. I don't remember what theirs was. Google, just attempt to use any other search engine. We dare you. Dude, I literally, have you ever tried to go and use another search engine? Like Bing or Yahoo?
Well, I use Bing for images.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Yeah, you should use Google. They're pretty good too.
But everything else I use Google for.
Yeah. If you try to do it in a specific way and just be like, oh yeah, I need to look for this. You have a set way of doing it when you're at Google that makes it so that you can find pretty much everything you need to know about whatever you're looking up. If you try that same shit at Bing, it doesn't work that way. It's like, oh, did you mean this? And I'm just like, no, I didn't. Thank you anyway, though. Okay. Adobe Acrobat. You ever get that? The little red icon in your bottom tray?
Yes.
Their new slogan should be Adobe Acrobat. Would you like to update daily for your lifetime?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Waffle House. I don't remember what their slogan is. Waffle House. It's 2:30 a.m. You're drunk and nothing smells better. Except for maybe vomit, but even still. Legos. Modernizing the landmine. That's just painful. Oh, Yellow Pages. Remember you let the fingers do the walking?
Yep.
Yellow Pages. Here, you throw this tree away for us. Yeah. NyQuil.
How about Yellow Pages? Here's your door stopper.
Need to get that child 6 inches higher. There you go. NyQuil. What is it?
The quicker picker upper.
No, it's the coughing, aching, stuffy head fever, so you can rest medicine.
Okay.
So we just narrowed it down a little bit. We call it NyQuil, liquid coma. That's right.
Or how about this one? NyQuil. Because you didn't bring your ID along with you, so you can't get Sudafed or Advil, cold and sinus.
When you need a little buzz.
Isn't that the most stupidest thing? You know what that thing... You know what I'm talking about with the Advil, cold and sinus,
Yeah.
and any other kind of cold and sinus medicine? That
Pseudoephedrine.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have to show ID, even if you're only going to buy one fucking pack.
You have to sign a book. And I know.
Question number one, does anybody search these books to find out if Tim Smith is buying one here, buying one there? No, they are not.
Exactly.
The only thing they have successfully done with that stupid thing is raise the fucking price.
Yeah, made it difficult to get and raise the price. Yeah. Capri Sun. Careful not to poke a hole through the back or your fingers. Oh, this is one of my favorites. I've had this one for years. This is my originator of this one. I love it. Little Caesars. Cardboard. Yeah, instead of pizza.
True.
That's right. Campbell's soup. Salt. Did you ever look at the sodium content on fucking Campbell's?
No, but...
Oh my God, dude, it's horrible.
Anything canned.
Yeah.
Anything canned, the salt content is...
The briny. Yeah, exactly. Apple MacBooks. $2,000 trendy Facebook machines. That's right. That's exactly right. You know the Nature Valley's granola bars? This should be their new slogan. Nature Valley. Crumbs everywhere.
Yeah, how true is that?
Exactly. As soon as you take a bite, you're like, fuck. Oh, damn it. You start creating a little swimming pool with your shirt. Victoria's Secret. Lowering women's self-esteem since 1977. Speaking of our buddies at Sears. Step into 1992 again. Barnes & Noble. That's a good one. Barnes & Noble. Stay inside and it's a library. It's true.
Fucking ain't right.
That's right. Just walk right on there and just start reading whatever.
Just
the
go
hell.
up, buy a coffee, and get a book out.
Exactly. Well, they were that stupid. They didn't realize they were like, oh yeah, if we just put all these nice, comfortable places here that people can just quickly check out a book. No, motherfuckers go in there and they sit down and they read a book for 6 hours and nobody says a word to them.
Well, what you need to do there, Barnes & Noble, is just simply take out the chairs.
Right. Get rid of all the comfort shit. You know what I mean? Just make it book stacks, you know? Give yourself a little more retail space. That's another great idea. And then, yeah, you're right about the coffee thing. Usually they have coffee stores in front of them. Starbucks or some little local fucking shit, whatever.
It's just the name of the company tells me that they're going out of business soon because it's Barnes and Noble. You can't reproduce it on a farm without a bull. Just saying. Barnes, you got Barnes, but you got no bull. So
Burns and Noble. Okay. Bugles, those fun little things, the short edible finger swords. Werther's Originals.
Little hats for your fingers.
Exactly. Look, they're little gnomes now walking around. Werther's Originals. With balled up tissue, it's in the purse of every grandma. Honey, you want one of these? No thanks, Grandma. Sharpie. The art instrument of every asshole friend when you're drunk. Look, he's got a new mustache. With Nintendo Wii, we'd like for you to hit your TV with a controller. Yeah. Instagram. Oh, we got a couple of Instagram friends. Mask crappy photos with filters. That's basically what it is, too. Oh, yeah, here's one. This is one you should appreciate. Coffee Mate. Helping you pretend to like coffee.
That shit's junk.
Exactly. Here's this one for my house. Frosted Flakes, they're great. That's the original. Here's their new one. Frosted Flakes, they're still on your shelf from 2001.
And because of the preservatives, they haven't changed.
Exactly. They haven't modified. They're still crunchy. Crunchy and milk. My kids won't touch them. Neither will yours.
Frosted Flakes, they're okay.
Yeah, they're all right. Here's YouTube. Dear God, avoid the comments. I can definitely appreciate this next one. Uggs. Do you know what Uggs are?
Them boots.
Yeah, they're Australian like boots. They're made with like kangaroo sweat or something. I don't know. Anyway, their slogan should be Uggs, overpriced boots on every sorority girl at university. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Captain Crunch. I don't remember what his is. What is that one? Some slogan. But here's the new one. Captain Crunch. Because the roof of your mouth isn't important to you. This one's brought to you by Disney, Beauty and the Beast. Stockholm Syndrome. Stockholm Syndrome's when a prisoner falls in love with their captor.
She will fall in love with me.
That's right, exactly. If I keep her here long enough, she definitely will. Here's a good one. Foster's Lager. Foster's Lager, Australian for beer. That's what the original one was. Now it should be Foster's Lager, Australian for Pabst Blue Ribbon. Yeah, because it's shit, man. I don't know if you've ever drank it.
I never had the pleasure. Never had the pleasure.
You remember the old days when you used to have cans of oil and they used to put those hard things into them to cut through them, and then you pour the oil or whatever? Yeah, that's basically what Foster's Lager requires. You just need one of those things because it just tastes like fucking motor oil. Anyway. Crest 3D white strips. Crest 3D white strips. Makes your teeth so white they can't dance.
They can't jump either.
They got no chance. Coca-Cola. Yeah. Coca-Cola. When there is absolutely no Pepsi. That's my favorite. Yeah. Okay. FedEx. I just had some stuff delivered. Not FedEx, that was UPS, but still, it was kind of the same slogan for UPS could be. FedEx. We hope it wasn't important to keep it intact. Yes. Candy Crush Saga. Pure electronic cocaine. That's true.
Okay.
I
I
don't really play it that much.
I don't either. My wife does.
Yeah.
Or some kind of game like it. And I am just totally surprised that it's still around and Angry Birds is gone.
Yeah. Well, Angry Birds actually came back. There's a Angry Birds 2 now. It's a little bit different on what you have to do and how you do it, but
is it as popular?
I don't think so, no. Yeah. Mary Jane candies. You know those? Mary Jane candies? We always make fun of Mary Jane.
I love those candies.
Yeah. Well, you're in a boat all on your own. Mary Jane candies. Even we hate our candies. Let's do Keystone Light. Keystone Light. Stay sober playing beer pong. This is a really good one. My wife kills me for this one. Nike, just buy it. She loves Nike, man. I don't know. It's Nike and the other one that pisses me off. Under Armour. Yeah, Underwear Armour. Yeah, exactly.
Well, I don't know much about either company, but I do know Nike puts out some incredibly good-looking shit, but their shoes are junk.
Oh yeah. Well, yes and no. There's certain ones that you have to buy, and I think my wife has tapped into how to do that. But the ones that she buys tends to last quite a long time. Not for our boys. Our boys just they blow right through those.
Well, I need special. Well, not really special shoes, but I have a wide foot.
Yeah.
So I have to buy wide.
Yeah.
And
So
there are
do I.
very few out there.
Right.
And I also have to have arch support.
Right.
Which there's very few of them out there too, with good arch support.
Yeah. Yeah. The only ones I would suggest to you then would probably be New Balance.
New Balance and Asics.
Yeah, Asics.
You remember Roger? We had him on our show a couple times.
Yeah.
He told we were having the same conversation And he said that he no longer buys New Balance because they went shit too. That he buys Asics now.
Huh. I found the loophole in the New Balance, and I figured out what kind to buy, and they last me for a really long time. Like the pair I have on right now, probably like 8 months old. But basically, it's just the really, really super generic. Nothing special to them. There are no pretty colors and nothing. Just a pair of black shoes. But they each have a model number, and if you look on the back of the shoe, you'll see the model number. I think mine's 609s, if I'm not mistaken. But I started wearing those, and man, I'm horrible with shoes. I tear through shoes in no time flat. But because I can get these in the ultra wide widths, and they have my size, which is 14, which is freaking huge normally. But I can get those. They last me forever. It's like I think I had a pair before. It was almost 2 years that took me to wear through them, and I wear through shoes fast. So,
well, since I had some foot problems, I started learning more about shoes, starting to care more about what I put on my feet.
Right.
I realized for years I was doing it all wrong.
Yeah.
I was just going by what looks good on me.
Yeah.
But it's not like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, you have to take care of your feet.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but I've been looking for the New Balance 420s. And
they're all green. Kind of hairy, too. All right. And a little extra on the outside. All right, let's get back to this. Go Daddy. Go Daddy, because Go Mama wasn't kinky enough. Yeah, that's right. Xbox Live. Xbox Live. Allow our 10-year-olds to tell you who your mom's been sleeping with. Which is true, because every time you go and play like a video game, some little kid comes on, your mom fucked me, I was fucking your mom. You know, it's like, dude, seriously? You asshole. So okay, let's go to the next one. Louis Vuitton, which is a famous fashion designer. A lot of like
bags.
Bags, yeah, big one. Louis Vuitton, it's probably fake. That's what we have. A lot of problems there. Here's one. These next two kind of go together. Kickstarter. Get money for absolutely anything. GoFundMe. Beg for money for absolutely anything. Maybelline. Maybe she's born with it. Or maybe it's photoshopped. More than likely. Lay's potato chips. Flavored air. That's what it is. You open them up. It's like... Pfft. I see 3 chips at the bottom of this bag. I understand the theory and the process of how it works, but, you know, still fucked up. You open up a bag and 3/4 of it is air.
Oh, dude. The other day I went and bought a bag of air, and the company filled it up halfway full of chips so you'd think you were getting a full bag of air.
It was so heavy. I didn't understand. Should have been floating practically. Starbucks. You'll get decaf if you're rude.
I have to say something. I have to say something about Starbucks.
Okay.
The only kind of coffee I liked was decaf.
Huh.
And the only place that had any good coffee was Starbucks. At the mall that I was working at was Starbucks.
Yeah.
And they never had decaf because all the old fucks would get in there and drink it all and suck it down when they got up at their 5 o'clock in the morning. Anyways.
Those pricks.
And of course, they never made any more decaf.
Yeah. Because everybody wants to be drugged up. That's what it is. Let's get all smart and heavy and hard.
But Starbucks coffee sucks.
Yeah. I think all those coffees suck. I haven't met one yet that I want.
Well, have you ever tried Dunkin' Donuts?
Actually, I have, and that's it was because I had to eat donuts, and the only thing they had was a box of Joe or whatever. And I was like, well, if that's the only we have to drink, I'll drink that. And I flooded it down as much as I could with other,
coffee-flavored milk.
Exactly. Trying to get it to not taste like fucking coffee, and it still tastes like coffee. Here we go. Hallmark, when you care enough to send the very best. That's their original. Here's their new one. Hallmark, when you care enough to send a mass-produced greeting card from a large corporation. Because
Hallmark,
it's not the very best.
When you have $20 left over and you want to send a card. $5.
$9. I paid for a card $9 fucking dollars. I didn't realize it was $9 until I got to the end. I'm looking at my receipt and I'm like, what the fuck was $9? It was my card. I'm like, holy shit! I thought maybe $3, maybe $4. Yeah, $9 fucking. I'm like, dude,
For paper.
I don't care enough to send that, you know. Jiminy Christmas. So I kept it. It's mine. I have a special mom card that I kept for myself. Anyway, Old Spice. Smell like grandpa. That's true. Urban Outfitters. Pay money to look homeless. Pay money to look homeless.
What?
Urban Outfitters. It's a place in like one of the clothing stores in malls. Yeah. Pay money to look homeless. Yeah, the clothes are kind of shitty, you know.
I never really got anything from there, so I'm not familiar with their stuff at all.
Well, somebody's giggling about that.
Well, I hope so.
Altoids. Used for holding anything besides mints. Monopoly. A great way to ruin friendships. Yeah.
Oh, how about it?
That's right. Wikipedia. You're welcome, college students.
College students, hell, I use it regularly. Pandora's box. What's exactly is Pandora's box?
What is that? Yeah, exactly. Don't ever look up anything that's like current event. Because if you do, there's a battle going on Wikipedia where people just go in and start fucking with stuff back and forth. So you never know what the information is going to be accurate. But if you want to look up something like, what was Genghis Khan wearing for underwear? You know, you might have a good shot at that.
Or what was the paleontological period or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. WebMD. You'll be dead in a week. Yeah. Gillette. The best a man can get. That's the original. Gillette. The most blades a man can get. And we'll keep adding them.
Now with 10.
Right. Dude, I swear to God, they have like an 8-blade fucking razor now. And I'm like, what? And like,
you remember the disposables used to be just one blade?
Yeah.
And it come out. Double blade technology.
Right, and that like took over for a really long time.
Triple blade technology.
Then that one took over for a shorter period of time. And then it was 4 blades and then 5 blades. Now it's at the 8 blades. And I'm like, what's the point? You know what I mean? Just fucking shave with a chainsaw. It'd be much simpler, you know?
Do you remember the TV commercial that the one blade raises it up stiff and the second one cuts it off?
Right, yeah.
Well, what does the other 6 do?
In case that one missed, or that one missed, or that one missed, or that one missed, or that one missed. Harley Davidson, here for you in that midlife crisis. That's right.
How about it? Because that's all the Harley riders are, is old people.
Exactly. So it seems. Yeah. You don't see a lot of young guys. If you do, they're badasses. You know, they've been out there doing.
The young guys all ride ninjas and shit like that.
Yeah, that's true too. Subway, eat fresh. Here's their new one. Subway, let the smell of bread eke into your clothes. You know what that shit's like. You know exactly what that shit's like.
Even as a customer, that shit seeps into your clothing.
Exactly.
And you were only there 20 minutes.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's that stank. You're just like
bread.
And it's not a bad smell. It's just weird that it's always there. You know what I mean? It's like always, anytime you walk into a Subway, that bread smell is always there. Yeah. Men's Health. You know what Men's Health is, right?
That's a magazine.
Yeah. Men's Health. Every issue, perfect abs.
Yeah. Yeah. Every fucking issue.
Just you could think like one issue would be enough to get those perfect abs. But no, we got to go to the next issue to find out how to get those perfect abs. LinkedIn. Connect with people for no reason at all.
I don't quite get LinkedIn.
Yeah, not a lot of people don't. That's what that makes that funny. Connect with people for no reason at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be for professionals, but you know, I don't even think that's that great. You know,
networking. It's been overrun.
Yeah, for the most part, you're right. All right, here we go. Toyota moving forward. They've always had that. That's always kind of been their thing for the past decade or so. So their new one should be Toyota moving forward unintentionally. Remember they had that thing where people's gas pedals got stuck and it kept. I so wanted to make a commercial with that. I thought that was going to be so funny. It was going to be an Apple MacBook riding down the road by itself, just like in high speeds. And then all of a sudden, like the MacBook smashes into a guardrail and it explodes into a billion pieces. It's fucking terrorized. And then it was going to say, Apple MacBook, now made by Toyota. Because I thought, what the hell, right? Best Buy. Best Buy doesn't really have that great a slogan, but Best Buy, because you need to try it out before you buy it on Amazon.
Do you like Best Buy?
I do. Actually, I have a Best Buy card, believe it or not. So I do buy stuff there. Don't get me wrong, I'm not there like weekly or anything, but I do. I will go there occasionally just to check out the new tech, see what the new games are like, stuff like that. Basically, that slogan's perfect.
Have you ever heard of St. Charles Place? St.
Yeah.
Charles? Yeah. I forget what it's called. St. Charles and...
Wait a minute. Charles and Maine.
Charles and Maine?
That's it. Yeah. It's over on East Mall.
Yes.
Yes, Charles. I think it's called Charles and Maine.
Is that the only one there is, or is there other ones?
I think there's other ones. Dude, that place is pretty cool.
That place is very cool.
But for somebody like me, it's even better because it's like all these stacks and stacks of books that are used and new that you can end up getting, whatever you want, to read.
Or props.
Right.
All kinds of props.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Tons and tons of stuff. And it's a lot of used, really great used stuff. So,
what you got next?
I have McDonald's because you only have $4. That's so true. Gatorade for your hangover. The power of Gatorade. Fiji water. You ever see that? You've seen those little square bottles or whatever. Yeah. Fiji water. The shape of the bottle makes it taste better. I don't know if that's true or not, but that, could be.
I have a hard time believing it
is real.
It's actually from Fiji.
Yeah. I see. Yeah, exactly.
So what are you going to do? Fill up a boat and bring it over here? Do you know how expensive that is?
Exactly.
Even import beer like St. Pauli Girl is made in here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
How can you even call that an import?
Right. It's like saying, oh, yeah, we're going to drink some Guinness tonight. Guinness is right from Ireland. Well, let's think about that again. It was brewed right in Harrisburg. It was brewed right over in Harrisburg.
By somebody that was 16% Irish, according to his 23andMe.
Exactly. Yelp. Have you ever heard of Yelp?
Yes.
Yelp. Pretend your review matters. Tinder. You know what Tinder is?
Yep.
Tinder is a dating app for people that don't know.
Swipe my ass, right?
That's right. Exactly. Tinder. Wait, which one are you? And last but not least of the whole list that I have for today, iCloud. That's Apple's service for storing your pictures and stuff like that. iCloud, hacker-friendly storage service for your private data. It was a big thing because hackers broke into a bunch of like celebrity stuff and stole a bunch of shit. Yeah, it was pretty interesting. So there it is, man. Slogans. Now I'd like to talk about the 7 stages of grief.
Okay.
The 7 stages of grief begin with number 1, which is denial.
Denial.
Whenever you get something that happens to you and it causes you any amount of grief, you deny it at first. Everybody does it. I've never met a person that hasn't been like, oh, it didn't happen. But
I am not on this show right now.
I refuse to fucking be here. The second stage of grief is anger. It's you finally gotten through the denial. You're like, okay, I admit that it's there. Fuck. And that's when you get
what the hell is this show for?
Exactly, this damn thing, son of a bitch. Number 3, after anger, if you get through the anger part of it, is bargaining. So it's kind of like you bargain with yourself. Maybe if I come here every Wednesday, we can have a good show. Good show. But maybe if I didn't show up. Yeah. Number 4 is depression. Here you've bargained yourself out and you're like, oh, I guess I got to be on the show.
I never... go ahead.
Number 5 is acceptance. Mm-hmm. Coming to terms with it.
Well...
Beautiful acceptance.
I'm going to have to be on the show, so I might as well just go get it over with.
Exactly. Number 6 is acceptance speech. Thank you very much. I loved coming back to the show. Everything was good, and we were actually having a good time. And number 7, the 7th stage of grief, is the after party. Are you having a good time? I sure am, man.
Let's make some noise.
That's right, a party up in this mug. Anyway, that's the 7 stages of grief, folks. Denial, anger, bargaining, depression, acceptance speech, and after party. All right, sir. What else do you have?
Me, I have lots of stuff
What
today.
you got? Let's play some stuff.
Oh, I got lots of stuff. And I'm going to share one with you here in a second. As soon as I manage to... I have one.
Okay.
I have a Christmas song guess game.
Okay.
It's Dan's top 50 favorite Christmas songs, part 1. Of course, we're not going to do all 50. That's why it's part 1.
Okay. So we're only going to do the first one.
That's all I had time for.
Part 1. In the middle of next year, it's like part 48.
So why don't you find me some intro music, and I will go ahead and pull that up. And
you will play some games, my friend. We will play some games, and then we'll. Oh, damn it! All right. Oh, stinking rights.
Right. You bloody well right.
Yeah, bloody well right.
Okay, I am ready.
All right, and then we've got. Here we go. Christmas music, y'all.
On my way home.
Such a feeling's coming over me.
Yep, I came over. Anyway.
Okay, here's how we play our game.
All right.
I play a snippet from a song.
Okay.
And, I play the beginning of the song.
Okay.
Should you guess the artist and the song before the singing starts, you'll get 2 points each.
2 points. Each. So I get 4 total?
You would get 4.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But if you didn't, you would get 1 point each.
Okay, gotcha. So if they start singing, I lose out on 2 points.
Right.
All right, if I get both.
Here is your first Christmas song.
First Christmas song.
Design the website you want with no creative limits?
Well,
I think we found out how to do it. Go
Wix.
to Wix.com.
Damn.
I determined it before he sang Wix. It's all right. That would be Bruce Springsteen. Wait a minute. Or is it John Cougar? Shit. Yeah, underneath. Well, I only got 2 points for that one. John Cougar, Mellencamp, and I saw Daddy kissing Santa Claus.
Yeah, 2 points.
I saw Daddy kissing Santa Claus.
Here we go. Number 2.
Right.
You may not get this one.
All of Santa's reindeer pull his sleigh.
Bing Crosby.
That's their
Sorry, that is incorrect. You won't get this one. I'll just go ahead and tell you.
Hang on. Keep going.
In Santa's house there lives a little mouse, and Chrissy is
Hey, I don't know.
name.
Irving Berlin.
Oh, Chrissy, the Christmas mouse, lives in the middle of Santa's house.
That was Chrissy the Christmas Mouse by Debbie Reynolds and Donald O'Connor.
Ooh, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some obscure shit you just found. Oh, my goodness.
Okay, here's another one.
No.
Holy night, the stars are brightly shining.
Faith Hill.
It is
Close.
the night
Close, very close.
of our dear
Harry Underwear.
Savior's birth. Yes.
Harry Underwear? All right.
Carrie Underwood.
Harry Underwear. Yes,
You only
and
get
it's,
2
Oh
points.
Holy Night.
1 point. 2
Yes.
points. There you go. Very good. Doesn't she have a beautiful voice? You may not think so because you're not in the country.
Yeah.
But I just think she just has the most gorgeous, sexiest
She,
voice.
she does. She does.
I
Definitely.
am in
can
love
see that.
with Carrie Underwood.
I could hear it screaming in bed for a couple of hours. Anyway.
Here you go. Here's your next one.
She'd be like, "Get off me! Get off me!"
Bells will be ringing. The sad, sad news. Oh, what a Christmas.
Is that Smokey Robinson?
What?
Is that Smokey Robinson?
No.
My baby's gone. I have no friends to wish me greetings
Billy Ray Cyrus.
once again.
Oh my gosh.
Keith Urban?
No, that was the Eagles.
Oh, no shit.
And
Was that Fry? Glenn Fry?
probably.
Oh, my God.
Here's one you may not have ever heard before.
Okay.
But this is actually one of my favorite Christmas carols.
Okay. Songs. So,
Mom made beans for dinner. You know I ate them all. Said, come get your coat on. Going to the mall. You're gonna visit Santa and sit upon his knee. But all that I could think about was how not to cut the cheese. Waiting there for Santa, I thought that I'd explode. The gas bubble grew bigger with every ho-ho-ho. Tried my best to hide it, that I was doing swell. But when I sat down on Santa's lap, he hollered, what's that smell? I farted on Santa's lap. Now Christmas is gonna sing for me. I farted on Santa's lap. Now I'll get under my Christmas tree. I asked him.
That was called I Farted on Santa's Lap by the Little Stinkers. It's hilarious. I recommend you go home.
It sounds funny. Yeah.
It's funny. It's a very funny ending, too.
Yeah, I can believe it.
Very funny. And I can't understand, because I've listened to this song like 1,000 times.
Yeah.
And you know how good singers have this talent to make you, they put the emotion into the words, and you can actually hear them cringing or whatever while they're singing. This one here at the very end, they do that so well, I can't imagine it being children singing that song.
Yeah. Huh.
But anyways, check it out.
Okay.
Here's another one of my favorites.
Oh, little town of Bethlehem.
That is correct. Now, who sings it? Everybody!
Pink Floyd. No. Oh, little town of Bethlehem. That could also be Bono, too, if you think about it.
That was Oh Little Town of Bethlehem, rising up to number 3 in our weekly survey
by
the St. Louis. Oh, I don't even know what the name is. It's called St. Louis. That's the name of the choir. St. Louis.
St. Louis Choir.
St. Louis Choir.
That's interesting.
Here we go. Here's another one of my all-time favorite Christmas tunes.
Okay. It's Wings with Paul McCartney. Wonderful Christmas time. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time.
You got it, man.
The mood is right.
You got it. It is Paul McCartney, and it's Wonderful Christmas Time.
We're here tonight. And that's enough.
One of the funny things I think about this song is, and if you think about it, you hear the lines in the chorus, or you hear the line in a song, and here's the choir. They practice hard all year long on their Christmas song.
Yeah.
And the only thing they sing is ding dong ding. It took you a fucking year to practice that.
That's good. It's because it's true. Shit. All I want
You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen.
Yeah, it's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
That is correct.
Oh, is it
But do you recall?
Is it Bing Crosby?
No.
Irving Berlin?
Famous
No.
reindeer of
Irving
all.
Berlin.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. Had
If
a
you said Gene Autry, you would be correct.
That's,
Gene
damn.
Autry.
Yes, Gene.
Here we go. Coming in number 2 in our weekly top Christmas survey.
Number 2.
Wait a minute, I didn't do that right. Coming in at number 2 in our weekly Christmas survey, an artist that is featured second time on our survey this week. And now here's the latest.
Said the night wind.
Oh, gotta be Hairy Underwear.
To see what I see.
Wow.
Way up in
She's like the best fucking thing that ever came out of American Idol.
Well, I think, well, yeah.
But
the only two that got popular was her and...
That's it. You got it.
No, there was another girl.
Kelly Clarkson. Yeah. That's only because she was in the first fucking year, and I think Hairy Underwear was like in number 3. Third year or fourth year or something.
You think Kelly Clarkson's star went out?
No, she's still releasing stuff. As a matter of fact, she has an album out right now.
But is it any good? I mean,
kind of. I mean, it's hitting the charts. I think Caitlin knows like 1 or 2 of them.
And now for our number 1 song on this weekly Top 40 Christmas radio show.
All right.
This is one of my favorites. And as soon as they start playing music...
Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop. This will go home where you can see every couple tries to stop. Rocking around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit ring. Later we'll have some pumpkin pie and we'll do some caroling. You will get a
sentimental feeling. Is that Eartha Kitt?
No.
No,
but I'm surprised that you said that.
Yeah, Eartha Kitt. She had one Christmas song.
Yeah, hers was
Jingle Baby, or no?
Santa Baby.
Santa Baby, yeah. That's it.
Yeah. That was Brenda Lee. With
Shit.
Rocking Around the Christmas Tree.
Yeah, I never
a song made hugely popular by Home Alone, but it was already out for 50 years before Home Alone came out.
Yeah.
Because I never heard this version.
Oh, really?
Until Home Alone came out.
No shit.
Thank you for tuning in to Casey Kasem's I Gotta Poop Top 40 Christmas Countdown.
Time the shitter. Shall we take a break?
Take a break.
Let's take a break, and we shall be right back.
He can score a touchdown playing baseball. When he drinks pee, his asparagus smells funny. He's the only man to have ever defeated a brick wall in tennis. He can order Chick-fil-A on a Sunday and get it. He's been able to touch MC Hammer more than once. People with amnesia still remember him. When he was born, it took 4 nurses, 2 orderlies, 2 hatchets, a chainsaw, and a jackhammer for him to be circumcised. Guns carry him for protection. He's the only man to fight himself and win. He can cut through a hot knife with butter. He captured all of the Pokemon in Pokemon Go with a landline. He is the most interesting man in the world, and his name is Jeff. I don't always masturbate, but when I do, I use women. He's the most interesting man in the world. Stay jack-off friendly, my friends.
Hey, Jeff and Dan fans, this is Jacob.
And I'm Tyson.
And we're with the Jive Turkeys podcast. Have you ever wanted to hang out with your friends? Yep, damn it.
But, like, get drunk?
Have you ever wanted the feeling of hanging out with your drunk friends but not have to worry about taking them home and cleaning their vomit out of the backseat of your car?
Or how about wanting to experience the thrill of taking a dump in a public swimming pool?
Well, maybe the Jive Turkeys podcast is just for you. Check us out on iTunes, the podcasting app on iOS, Stitcher, Google Play, and CastBox.
We're the Jive Turkeys on Facebook.
God damn it, no. You sound like a fucking waterhead.
Also, check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Jive Turkeys.
Later, fuckers.
You can't see it, but I'm flipping you off.
And now back to the Jeff and Dan show. Take it away, guys.
Yep, that's the Jive Turkey Podcast. You guys make sure and check that out. You can find them on Instagram. You can find them pretty much on Facebook. Anything out there, I'm pretty sure they're out there everywhere. So just take a look for that and do a search. You should find them. Here we go, more commercials.
Gentlemen, not sure what manscaping is? At the gym, is your nickname Yeti or Sasquatch? When you make Chewbacca noises, does Han Solo come running? Are gorillas impressed with your body? Does your wife ask you to take off your sweater when you're naked? Could you be mistaken for the pictures of things running through the woods? Does PETA throw red paint on you because you're wearing fur? And ladies, do your breasts look more like coconuts? Do your nipples have their own afros? Has your Brazilian wax become more of a South American wax? Do you have sideburns on your boobs? Does your armpit hair make speed stick slow down? You should come to Hadley Hair Removal Studios because we have a solution for you. Our dedicated technicians have backgrounds in hair removal, tree pruning, and welding, so we know that we can service your needs. Hadley Hair Removal Studio is conveniently located next to the airport right off of Route 30, so no one will hear your screams of enjoyment with our service. Hadley Hair Removal Studio is proudly owned and operated by former Vikings, so we know just what you need. And if you act now, Hadley Hair Removal Studios will deduct 12.8% from your total bill just by suggesting you heard this commercial right here on the Jeff and Dan Show. Hadley Hair Removal Studios. Because if you're not here, you've got hair. Visit us online at www.hadleyhairremovalstudios. No, not that Hadley Hair Removal Studio, but the one in Hanover, now next to Buddy'sAutoRepair.com.
For the incredible in your life, now there is Hot Links, 1-900-OLD-GALS. The one place for you to talk live one-on-one to women who hang out with their sexy girlfriends. 1-900-OLD-GALS, a place with hot, sexy gilfs.
Oy vey, I'm so cold. Can you turn up the heat, love?
Women who know a thing or two about love. 1-900-OLD-GALS.
You really jarred something loose, Tiger. What is it about good sex that makes me have to crap?
Women who know a good time. 1-900-OLD-GALS.
I once did it doggy style with my husband. He was so fast and loose.
Hot Links, Grandma Edition. Eat your veggies and come on an erotic ride.
I've fallen, and I can't get up.
1-900-OLD-GALS. And for those who like adventure, there is Hot Link Senior Center. 1-900-OLD-GALS.
Yo, check. Are you a lonely fat fuck with no life plan, sat playing alone with your joystick again? What the bloody hell are you waiting for? Join Coaching for Geeks. We've got a podcast, we've got coaches, we've got courses, we've got a community. CoachingForGeeks.com.
That's CoachingForGeeks.com. Yep, and that's our advertising spaces for today.
And if you would like to advertise,
make sure to visit our website, jeffanddan.com.
Or drop us a line at jeffanddan@jeffanddan.com.
Yes, because,
Or even if you don't want to advertise, if you would just like to say hi, that works too.
Yeah.
live.rnuts@gofuckyourselves.eu.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what else you got, homie?
Yeah. Well, speaking of, it's life is interesting in the way that something like Christmas time always brings up some interesting things, like the music that we've been listening to and stuff we've been playing. And for the longest time, I had a really big collection of Christmas music that I loved. But I've really sort of narrowed it down now to something a little less than just like 30 songs or whatever. It's like only a handful of songs. And there's one song that I really, really super fucking enjoy. And the group that did it, the leader just died not that long ago. So
what are you talking about?
Yes, I'm going to play the song for you,
All
as a
right,
matter
let's
of
hear
fact.
it.
And let's see if you can guess what this is, man.
All right, I'll guess.
All right, here we go. Anytime I hear those dun 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 dun, like you're going up like that, I keep thinking of like Tom and Jerry when Tom's walking up steps. Ding, 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 ding. You know, like,
when I hear it, because everybody's tried this, setting it all to music at their house.
Yeah.
I automatically see one light, another light, another light, another light. That's automatically what I see.
Yeah, yeah.
By the way, this is Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Yes, it is.
My wife loves these guys.
Yeah.
She loves to go see them in concert.
Have you seen them at all?
Not in concert.
Oh,
no.
really?
No.
She has, though.
Yes.
Dude, we should go and see it sometime. I'd really be interested in seeing it because they say every year is different.
But he's dead.
Well,
you're
just
right.
the leader.
He just died like a month or two ago.
Yeah, it was like, well, it was a pretty sad situation, but he left everything in perfection that he could, you know, they could continue on without his presence, basically. There's just not too many new written stuff, not too much more written stuff is going to be coming out of them. That is his flavor, you know what I mean?
You know what? I don't want to knock them or discourage them. Hopefully they come out with some new good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there's only been a handful of groups that have been able to overcome a major death like that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Especially if it was the most productive leader.
Yes.
The person who's really kind of putting out the stuff all
Carried
together.
their weight with that group.
Yeah, so here we go, man. Wizards in Winter. That's the name of the song, if anybody's interested. Yes, and it gained popularity a few years back, and it became my very favorite Christmas song. Not this bridge part. This part right here, though. Dun, 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 dun. Every time I hear that, man, I'm thinking of Cat tiptoeing up steps.
You know, I do have a question.
Okay.
Aside from their one song, what's their one song? What's their other famous Christmas song?
They have a couple of other really famous ones.
But the one that's an actual Christmas carol. God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen? Or?
I don't know. Let me go check. I will find out for you very shortly.
But why is this song? Why is a whole group considered a Christmas group? Like this song. This song, it's an all instrument. It's an entirely instrumental piece. How could you even say this is a Christmas song? But because it's by a Christmas supergroup.
Yeah.
Did they intentionally want to go get that label, or were they saddled with it?
No, I think they wanted that label. They wanted it. I think they wanted to be known
Mega
as
Christmas group.
Right, exactly.
Sunday, Sunday, Sunday.
If you think about it, holidays are like the perfect thing to wrap yourself around if you were a condom. I mean, if you're trying to come up with a way to be gimmicky but not be gimmicky, that's perfect, man. Think about it.
Work half a year.
Right, exactly. That's it. And not only that, the rest of the year is just fun and having good times. You know what I mean? Because their shit is pretty much done after January. So they're off from like January to probably like August. And they've made so much money over the years that I'm guaranteeing not one of them has to do any other type of work.
Yeah, we may not see anything from them either.
Right.
You know, this group reminds me a lot of another... That's it. This is the one.
Yeah, Carol of the Bells.
Carol of the Bells,
yeah.
Right. Now, this is a Christmas song.
Yes.
Done before they ever did it.
Yes. And Wizards of Winter was meant to be just a, not Christmas song, just a wintertime classic. You know what I mean? Like one of those ones where you just go, oh, you know. But if it had not been for that house in Mason, Ohio, that guy put those lights up and nobody had ever seen anything like that before, and it was so intense, I don't think I would have ever found that song. I don't think I would have ever explored and fell in love with it as much as I did.
I don't think I ever would have heard of that.
Right. And that's the problem. I think they need to get some more of those types of videos out there. Because, I mean, they do have videos, but the videos of them performing, you know, the song. Not really, you know, ones that are inventive or
Well, when people watch videos... Yes, they want to see him performing, but they'd really rather see the story.
Right.
The story, some acting, some special effects.
Yeah.
Not just a group of guys playing instruments.
Right, exactly. There's a couple of, this is their one, and then they have one other one that they do pretty regularly, and I can't remember which one it is. It might be Christmas Canon. I'm going to shortcut this one real quick, so this one's going to go by. Let's see
shortcut.
what we can find out here. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Yes, this is the other one. This is the one they play on the thing, because this has a choir, a children's choir that sings. I think Carol of the Bells is like my favorite Christmas, one of my favorite Christmas songs as well. Here come the bell, there goes the bells. You know what I mean? That song? Whatever the fuck they're saying there. You've heard this, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely. Yes. I played this song for my wife on our honeymoon night.
Oh, yeah?
No, I'm just kidding. No, but I do think it's a very beautiful song.
Yeah.
Even outside of Christmas, it's a very beautiful song.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It's a song I like to make love to.
No thanks, Dan. I like you and all, but damn, man. Beautiful song, but nothing like the song that plays every time I have sex. Carnal knowledge. Carnal knowledge. No knowledge. It's like a godsend. Look at the size of this penis. It is enormous in its enormity. Yes, and then during the sex act, I channel myself a little Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Bury your feelings deep down, Luke.
It's not my feelings I'm trying to bury. I mean, it does feel. Don't get me wrong.
And I hope Luke is nowhere in that picture.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Obi-Wan was somebody that was all about his feelings.
I have a bad feeling about this.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know.
He was very in touch with his feelings.
Totally not into it.
Well, I hope it doesn't take too long.
Okay.
I have work to do.
That's what my wife thinks. Yes.
Why do I get the feeling you're going to be the death of me?
That's what I have to tell her every once in a while, And then
You want to go home and rethink your life.
I want to go home and rethink my life.
I want to go home and rethink my life. Yes. Unfortunately, she doesn't tell me that because I live here. Well, yeah. So anyway, I think we got through a lot of the Christmas stuff.
We did.
That was good.
We did.
Yes, it was very...
And we're going to have more next week.
Yes. More stuff.
More Christmas stuff.
Next week, yes. My wife was very upset with the fact that the show actually was very Star Wars centralized last week. We had a lot of Star Wars stuff going on. So, of course, she was bored beyond tears. But,
I had also heard that from other sources, too.
Yeah, so there's other, things that we can do besides Star Wars, but next week is like the week.
Next week is Star Wars week.
Yes, man, it is Star Wars week all week long, leading up to the weekend when Star Wars: The Last Jedi comes out. Everybody's so patiently waiting for it. People are just lining up in movie cineplexes as we speak.
Our next show is December 13th. Am I correct?
Yes.
And Star Wars comes out the 15th.
Officially comes out the 15th, but we can get tickets for the 14th.
Okay.
The other thing, too, I wanted to talk about, just real quick, there's this new service out. I don't know if you've heard anything about it. I don't know that it would behoove you to become part of this service, but it might be something you may consider because it's very interesting in this fact. And I know you don't tend to go out and watch a ton of movies, but imagine if instead of having to pay for a shit ton of movies, you were just able to pay one monthly service like Netflix. You pay one monthly fee and go to watch as many movies as you want. Would you take advantage of that? In other words, if you
were to get that service, the service I'm talking about is called Movie Pass. And basically what it is, they give you a card. It's like a credit card. And you pay monthly for this credit card. Now, the amazing thing about this is it's $9.95 a month, which is the price of basically one ticket to go see a movie.
Mm-hmm.
So having that, what's that?
Where do I watch these movies at?
Anywhere. I kid you not, anywhere. Any movie theater around here.
Oh shit! Really?
Every one of them is part of it. Yeah, believe it or not. Yeah, I was like, oh man, even the really tiny shit was like.
Let me get this straight. So if I'm a $9.95 member, I pay this every month.
Yes.
And so for the month of December, I pay my due.
Yep.
And I go watch movies all month, unlimited.
Every day. They say it right on the site. If you wanted to go watch a movie every day, even opening day, they will pay.
Any movie.
For any movie. Any movie. Doesn't matter the length, the type, the name, anything. Nothing. It just, you get this pass, and it entitles you to go into movies.
I am probably would be one of these customers that goes and buys a service the night before we're going to go see Star Wars,
right?
And pays the $10,
yeah,
and go see Star Wars 6-7 times,
yeah. And
that's probably it.
I mean, if you never used it again, that's fine. But like I said, monthly speaking, it's $9, $10 total. We'll just say $10.
That's a very bad deal for the other people. Great deal for the moviegoer.
Well, if you think about it, it seems like that. But I've been part of an app company that's called Dealflix for quite some time. What Dealflix is, you would pay for the movie, okay? You would pay the $8.50 for the movie because that's how much it is around here. $8.50 for the movie, and you get a free medium popcorn. Right. So, in essence, you're saving yourselves, like $450 instead of paying for that medium popcorn. You're getting it for free. What are you going to do, right? Then you have to pay for the $2,700 Coke. But, it's okay. But no, you get these things together. And I've been doing that for a while. As a matter of fact, the majority of the times that you and I have gone to see the movies, or I went to see movies around that time period up through last year, I was using Dealflix. But now that I found out about Movie Pass, I'm more into it. Now, here's the thing that they do, and Dealflix explains it, and I believe it's probably the same way for Movie Pass. Dealflix does not buy up seats or anything like that. They work with the movie theaters, and here's the way that the movie theaters look at it. And as a business perspective, it is a very solid, sound idea, okay? They're going to play that fucking movie anyway. Why not put people in the seats? So take them and get what you have to do in order to get them into the seats. Now, do they make out with that? No, they don't really, except for the fact, especially with Movie Pass, you're probably going to end up buying a soda and maybe some popcorn. You know what I mean? And that helps the company, that actual Cineplex or Multiplex, helps them to stay alive for the most part. Because they're not making jack shit off the movie that's there. They're making money off the popcorn sales, the candy sales, the hot dog sales, the nacho sales, so on and so forth. And that's why they want you to do that. Now, what they're looking at is they're saying, and this is what Dealflix even says on their website, if you go into one of these movie theaters and put your ass in that seat, that also helps the company in a lot of other regards. First of all, they're not playing to an empty theater of only one. They're playing to, 5 or 10 people who actually ended up taking up seats. But at the same time, they're still playing that movie no matter what. It's a service. A lot of people don't realize that, but a movie, if you go to see a movie, it's a service. It's not a product. You're not getting a product. The product is the popcorn, the drink, the candy, the nachos, that stuff. The service is them showing you this movie. So they're not losing anything by doing this. As a matter of fact, they're paying their electric by doing this.
So you're saying a movie company will play movie A on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
They'll show it 6-7 times.
Mm-hmm.
Even if nobody goes in, that movie's still playing.
Not necessarily. The movie theaters have gotten really, really smart about that. They have all of their ticketing systems are electronic, so they know what they've sold into. So in other words, if it's, the Care Bears movie is playing in this one theater and like nobody's there to see it, they won't play the movie. They just let it go. But if somebody comes in 5 minutes late and says, "Oh, I'm here to watch the movie," and they're the only person in the theater, then yeah, they're going to have to run the theater for that. But if you think about it, if that's the case in the long run, they're going to be doing better by filling up those seats. The owner of Costco, I know we've talked about this before, the owner of Costco, when he first opened up Costco, he discovered that he wasn't able to make sales because people weren't coming into his place. They thought this is weird, this warehouse idea. Very, very strange. But then they realized, the owner realized, hey, you know what? If I put cars out front, that puts an image in people's minds that, oh, I need to find out what this place is. You know what this guy literally did? He went out and purchased a bunch of cars and put them all in the front and then had his employees parking in between them. So they were coming and going. And it looked like, it was a change up as the day progressed. Dude, he increased his sales like 50-fold by doing that. Same thing with the movie theater. If you're driving by a movie theater and you see that there's nobody there, more than likely you say to yourself, well, there's probably some reason why there's nobody there. But if you see cars there, well, it's a little different, Oh, something new and interesting has come out. I need to go see that, So it changes the aspect of it. And there's a lot of marketing stuff behind why they would be able to do this. Now, how MoviePass does this and gets away with it from Hollywood's perspective, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Because the majority of movies that are first run, when they come out, they go right to the theater. That theater owner is only getting a nickel on the dollar for the first, I believe, 2 weeks. So he's only getting a nickel on every dollar that he sells for tickets. That being the case, they really do rely on the food that you purchase, or they can't make money if you're sneaking stuff in. That's the reason why they're such sticklers about that.
Yes, but $6 for a soda? Come on.
Think about it, man. They're not making any money off these brand new movies that are coming out.
And I understand that, but you just made $5.99 off me for one soda.
Yeah.
So prices like that, and $9 for a candy bar.
Yeah.
Prices like that, you're encouraging people to wear jackets in July.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, or have the wife put on the big purse this time. So, it always works out. But I understand their problem. I understand their thing of it. But the way I look at it usually is that I'm showing up for the movie. They've got to be making something off of that. And I've been to movies that have been in there for more than several weeks, a couple of weeks or whatever.
2 questions.
Okay.
You movie heads like yourself are going to hell yeah to this deal.
Right.
So there's lots of movie heads.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Don't you think as soon as they get wind of this, they're gonna go?
I think they already know about it. I think they already know about it.
So you go and you see. Let me ask: how many movies do you see in a month without deal flicks?
None, except the stuff I watch at home.
What about before? Before deal flicks became a thing, how many times you go to the movie theater?
Probably once or twice a year. That was it. Everything else I'd watch at home.
And you're a movie buff.
And I'm a movie buff.
Well, then that really just kind of because I was thinking, all right, in tickets he probably spent $80 a month.
Yeah, no, that's
$80 a month that they're not getting anymore.
Right, but the deal flicks thing turned that up. So it was like anytime I started thinking, oh, that looks like a good movie, I'd like to see that in the theater, which is the way you should think when you want to support something. You know what I mean? Yes, I may download sometimes, but at the same time, those movies that come out that you'd like to see continue on and make millions and millions of dollars so they create more of them, like Star Wars, is the ones where you just go ahead and you freaking, pay the money out and go see the movie. And that's supporting whomever. If it's supporting Hollywood or if it's supporting the movie theater, it's either way. But these new services that are out, like DealFlix and like MoviePass, it's incredible. If you really, really sit down and think about it, it's incredible that they're going to be taking and putting that out there for people to be able to, watch movies on an endless streak. Basically, it's a free pass. You walk in and you can watch every single movie that's in the Cineplex. You know what I mean?
That's something else too. Don't you think they're going to lose money? Like Star Wars. Okay, and I could go. Well, I could go to Star Wars and watch the movies in the theater a couple times.
Sure.
What
I will.
if I just bought that pass just for that? I paid $10.
You did.
I was going to pay $60 to see all these movies.
Right. But now you're going to pay 10 and
now
that's
I'm going
it.
to pay 10.
Exactly.
So they're losing $50.
Yes and no. Like
maybe,
I said,
maybe
there's
I'm
those
getting
things.
hung up on something here that I shouldn't be getting.
No, you're right. And I see what you're saying, and you're absolutely correct. It seems like they're going to be losing money. But here's the question that they have to propose to you, which really does make this whole thing a paradox. If you couldn't get in for cheap, or for nothing, or for Movie Pass, or whatever, would you really go see the movie 6 or 7 times? Or would you only go and see it twice? If that's the case, then are they really losing money by the fact that you got it and now you went in to see it 6 or 7 times? Because like I said, man, it's a service.
Only movies like Star Wars am I going to go see 6 or 7 times.
But that's the thing, and I think this is what really is going to revitalize the movie industry, is something like Movie Pass will allow people to think to themselves, well, you know what? I have that Movie Pass, and that movie does look kind of cool. I got 2 hours. Fuck it. Let's just go and do it. You know what I mean?
I can't honestly see how this got past Hollywood. How it got Hollywood's blessing.
Well, think about this for a second. Hollywood sells their movies on Netflix for $12 a view, or 12 cents a view. And that's the big movies. That's the really big movies, like Star Wars. The Rogue One would be one great example.
So Netflix has to be losing money.
No. They're the Netflix is paying 12 cents per view of the movie
to the makers of.
Correct, and they're getting $10 a month from their subscribers.
Oh, yeah, but how many?
But that's the thing. I don't watch Netflix all the time. As a matter of fact, I rarely watch Netflix.
Not
but I'm
for
still
the
paying.
Shows or the what do they call that? That binge thing.
Yeah, I sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Either way, though, the way Netflix is looking at it, okay, well, we have these movies that we purchased into, and then we have these other ones that we made that are, we spent this much money on making. Netflix is just looking at it as, hey, man, this is money here and the money here. It's no difference as what, it's 12 cents a play or whatever it is. These big companies are going to get back in return for each play that they made. A million times is only $120,000. Yeah. So it's not a lot. You know what I mean? I don't think Netflix pays enough for it, and that's the thing. That's I believe is the idea behind Movie Pass. Hollywood's already losing cash over stuff anyway, especially when it comes to piracy.
They are bleeding, hemorrhaging money.
Oh yeah.
Well, they keep making crap.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. You're right, they do, and I think that's why the Movie Pass is perfect. Because then
pay to go see crap.
Well, yeah, you're already paying for it. See, subscription services are interesting like that, because when I first heard of a subscription service, I didn't think, this month I might not do anything with the subscription. You know what I mean? Who cares? I'm only paying $10 a month. It's only $10 a month. It's not that big a deal. So you think about it like that, and then you realize it's just a part of life. I could have spent that $10 on a mochaccino, frappuccino, fucking espresso, thing at freaking Starbucks.
Latte with my name written on it.
Exactly. Yeah. I got a latte for Mr. Head. Yeah. So, Anita Head. Don't we all, buddy? Don't we all? Yeah, so I think what it is we're losing track of certain things like that. Like I said, Netflix, man, I didn't watch Netflix for 4 months. 4 months.
Did anybody else? Do you have one subscription in your house?
Yes, that's the thing. Our kids watch the other stuff, and that's because they're paying attention to that stuff. They don't want to watch what's on TV because TV can be bland to them. But yeah, they end up watching. But for 4 months, I didn't watch it, and if it were only me, I still wouldn't have watched it for 4 months, but I still would have paid that $40. And that's what subscription services look for. They look for attracting those people who are not going to really care. It's only $10. You know what I mean? I'm not losing a lot. It's $10. Big fucking deal. Same thing with Movie Pass, dude. Same thing with Movie Pass. It's just like being able to say, I have at my ready the ability to go see any fucking movie that comes out as soon as I hear about it. I'm like, I hear about it, here it comes, this is the date, I'm going. Doesn't cost me a dime because I'm already paying out for this pass.
Could somebody in your household
use the movie pass? Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why I said, man, it's the only thing you can't do from what I understand, and I had to read some forums and stuff because they don't say this right on the site. The only thing you can't do is go to see a movie and then hand your pass off to somebody else and let them get in for free. See what I'm saying? So you'll end up going
movie.
Right.
At the same time.
Exactly. So you can't get away with that. But there's nothing to say, hey, you and I went and watched Star Wars, and then when we got done, your wife came over, and after she went shopping at this place or that place, came over and said she wanted to watch this movie, so you gave her your pass, and there she is.
Or how about this one? And this is what I keep coming back to. I know I'm probably not looking at this right. But how much does it cost to get in this movie? $11? Movie pass is what?
$10.
Why don't I just go sign up for them real quick?
Well, that's the thing. And that's the interesting part about this. You have to wait 7 to 10 days for it to get to you. Right. Which fucks me up because I really wanted to get it for Star Wars, and I might still do it tonight even, get Movie Pass. But I think, I'd have to wait the 7 to 10 days to get the card. That's the thing. You can't just do it on the whim. And there's nothing. They have an app, so you can find out what's playing and what you can get into. There's no limitations on anything, which was the thing that blew me away. I was like, wait a minute. So first run, and it's like the opening night I can get in to see this?
United Artists?
Yeah,
Fox?
exactly. Yeah, everything. Every single movie theater that's around me, I can get into. Every single one. I was like taken aback. I was like, this is crazy. The only one I didn't see was Hars. Because they're driving, and I bet that's the only one that does. That's the only reason why they won't do it. Because you pay by car, which that's an amazing savings too. If you think about it, you pay by, well, I'm sorry, no, you don't pay by car. You pay by individual, but the price is for 2 movies, and I think it's like $5 or $6 a person. It's not bad. So,
and sometimes they have carload night. Sometimes where you cram the whole trunk full of people.
Right. Which a lot of us ended up doing. You know, take a minivan and then just hide everybody under a blanket, pack them in like sardines, nice and narrow, and then all of a sudden, like, you're in the middle of the transaction and the woman's looking in the back of your van, and all of a sudden somebody sits up like a mummy. Scares the living shit out of everybody else in the car. Oh my God!
Oh, those are just nerves. Those are just nerves, ma'am. He's dead.
Sometimes it's muscle memory. Just muscle memory. It just happens. All right, just it's all good. Yeah, they're not really moving.
Let me ask you a question about movies. It's kind of off topic, but kind of something that I think I maybe would want to really do, but I feel awkward doing it. Have you ever gone and brought in whole meals into your movie?
Yes.
You have?
Yeah, McDonald's food.
Anybody else do that?
Some people do, occasionally. Most people are of the forward mind to think of eating before they get to the movie theater, but sometimes I've seen friends do that. They grabbed a little bag of McDonald's shit, they jammed it in their purse or their backpack or whatever. Now, it used to be you could jam whatever you wanted into whatever. That sounds great.
Those were the days.
And then Kevin Spacey. But but no, you would have it in a backpack. But now they have that thing on there where that says, we reserve the right to check your packages. You can check out my package all you want, baby. There it is. Look at the size of that bow.
Yeah.
It's all 100% all-American man pubes.
I want to show you my package.
That's right. I got a bow on this package I'll never fucking forget. It's all pubes.
Look, it's even bigger than a stamp.
In thickness. So, but yeah, it's...
Well, you know what? I would be willing to try that. Maybe even get one for my wife and my daughter. Those two really do love going to see movies.
That's what I'm saying, man.
And I
if you can save money over the long run, it takes 2 movies to save money. And it also puts that thought in your mind. Dude, if I do this, then I have free reign. If I want to have 2 hours of free time, and that's the way you've got to look at. Yeah, but you really got to start looking at it more like this.
It's just a chance for me to escape what I have to fucking deal with on the outside. Dude, I started thinking that now that I don't produce movies or do any of that shit. I started thinking to myself, you know what? This is just a chance for me to escape, just to be the viewer, to be the person to watch this movie and enjoy myself. And honestly, that's what's happening. It's taking my mind off of all the bad stuff and that's what you should try and if you're going to do it, try and think that way. Think that, man, if I do this is just a great escape for me to be, which is funny because Great Escape's actually on one of the lists. It's a great escape for you to be able to get away from life for a minute. You know, hardships at work, you know, boss being a dick, not saying your boss, which is any boss.
Well, that's what entertainment is all about.
Right. It's supposed to be like that. Right. Now, don't get me wrong. I have seen some movies where I was just like, yeah, I probably should have just not come watch this because it just made me shittier.
Put me in even a more bad mood.
That's right. Constantly, every time I saw the guy's face, I kept thinking, fuck! I got to deal with that asshole tomorrow, you know? So, yeah, it's one of those deals. But I would think, you know, at $10 a pop, it isn't that bad of a situation where you just, you know, you would be losing a shit ton of money in order to, you know, to go and watch a movie at any given time. And especially for the Star Wars thing, I think that's a big one, and that's the reason why I want to do it, because I really, really want to be able to have access to that movie. If I can go see it 4 or 5 times, you know, I've got free time occasionally, especially now, finals week's here. You know, I'm going to be writing some music and stuff, but yeah, at the same time, I'm going to have some downtime, something to get my mind off shit. And,
when is your last day of school?
Technically for tomorrow.
You know, that sounds very odd in asking a 45-year-old.
I know, right? Yeah. Yeah.
So when's your last day of school?
Yeah. It's me. I'm here.
What did you say it was?
Tomorrow.
Oh, shit. No.
Tomorrow's technically my last day, yeah. But I still have papers due by next week, so I still have to get my papers in next week. But I have a big-ass exam to take tomorrow, which just really sucks.
In what?
Astronomy.
Oh.
Now the funny part is, in my undergraduate freshman and sophomore years, I took astronomy, but it didn't transfer correctly, so now I have to take it again. I don't know. Go figure. So
is it hard?
It's not so much that it's hard as it is. The professor's cool. You know what I mean? He's one of those guys that's kind of like, he loves what he does. He gets into his stuff, and the interstellar world, the universe, is really his thing. You know, he's in love with that. He's done a lot of stuff. He worked with the guy who created the SETI project, which is the search for extraterrestrial intelligence, where they shot radio waves out into space and waited and listened to see if they could hear anything. And, I mean, he's done a lot of stuff. The thing is, though, is that he sometimes gets a little confused. He gets a little muddled. And in that process, what ends up happening is we're going to take a test, and he's already given us an outline of, here's what you need to know, this, and this. So we transfer all of that knowledge that we have into those questions, and then we get the test, and those aren't the questions. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, oh, well, that's fucked up, you know. Or here's a really great one. This is the one that happened in the midterm. He would tell us, okay, here's what you should know about this. And we were like, okay, cool. So we learned all about this. But in actuality, what he wanted was the math that went with it, like the mathematical equation or whatever. So we didn't write down or think about the mathematical equation. We wrote down the fucking answer. You know what I mean? Like we thought, you know. But the really cool thing is this time I think he's got his head on straight, and I think everything's going to go well. He gave us another one that's very similar to the midterm, but we'll see what happens.
How old is he?
He's probably just a little older than us. Yeah, he's probably in his 50s. I'd say mid-50s.
Are there many people our age that are students there?
No.
Mostly all young people?
Yeah. I'm probably the oldest person on campus. Probably. Well, I mean, student-wise.
If I do ever get in a position that I don't have to work anymore, I am going to become a student.
Yeah.
I'm going to rock and roll and have a good time and do enough just to pass.
Right. Well, yeah. Well, it's funny you should say that, because you gave me that interesting advice that I've taken to heart. I actually took it to heart, where I said, I was trying to keep my GPA up.
And you're like, well, what's the fucking point? You know what I mean? Nobody's going to say, well, what's your GPA? And I thought, yeah, that's cool. I still like to score well. I'd love to be on honor roll. But if I can, I'm not going to, suicide myself over it.
Yeah, don't sweat that if you don't, because, again, the job you get with your degree, they're not going to ask you what your GPA is.
Well, that's the funny part.
They do now.
I found a couple of jobs, that I was going to go for that I thought, oh, man, I ought to go for that. And they were like, well, you have to have a GPA above this.
Oh, kiss my ass.
I was like, are you fucking serious? And it was really weird, too. It was like a GPA of 3.45.
Oh, my God. That's like an A.
That's A, yeah. A and A+. So, yeah. And I'm like, you know what? You're going to kick me out of bed for eating crackers? Fuck you then. You know what I mean? That's just the way it is. Oh, man, out. I'll go in there. I will fill out everything you want to know. You'll see that I have knowledge. I not only have interpersonal experience, I also have, age experience. I have, everything you could potentially want. Hell, I might even have some books written by then. And the fact of the matter is, if they don't hire me over something as stupid as my GPA being 0.02 shorter than what they wanted, then fuck them. I don't need that. They don't need that either. I think it's just stupid. But, to each his own.
And their company.
Exactly.
Their company.
Exactly. If you restrict somebody over that, it's just ridiculous. So, so there's my shit.
This my shit.
Laid
this
it all
my
out.
Shit.
Dude, I think I have OIC.
OIC?
OIC.
International Olympic Committee?
That's IOC. No, OIC is opioid-induced constipation. I crapped something out earlier. I swear to God, dude, it had to have been a can of Chunky Campbell soup. This thing was like rougher than prison sex. It was fucking horrible. Horrible. It was like, oh my God. And I took a picture of it, and I kid you not, it's as big as the hole in my toilet. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Dude. And it had a tail. And I'm like, this is just wrong.
And then it said, hey, man, how's it going?
It started swimming around the bowl. You motherfucker.
You think opioids did that?
No. I say OIC, but it's just something else induced constipation. I think it's this one drug that I'm on that makes my mouth really dry, and like my whole body's dehydrated all the time. And I think that's part of it. I think you need to have like more intake of liquids in order to keep that system flowing regularly. But I don't, I drink the bad shit. So, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Keeps me from peeing bad M60s. You know what I mean? It hurts to pee. Fuck off and die. Okay. So, that's one of those things. But anyway, few and far between. Lovely conversation about big turds. Anything else, sir?
Let me check my list. My
list.
Nope. And nope.
All right. Is that shit?
That is shit.
All right. And we'll get this puppy going. Hey, everybody have a wonderful week up until Star Wars next week, and we'll probably have another Star Wars episode. Maybe not too much Star Wars, but a good amount of Star Wars. Some more stuff. So, all right, here we go.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in again. That's the music that tells us it's time to shut up and go home. Well, shut up and go home. Thank you again, folks, for tuning in. I'm Dan, and that's Jeff. We are here every week, Wednesday, 7 o'clock. JeffandDan.com. Of course, you know that because that's where you're at right now. Or you can also check us out at jeffanddan.spreaker. No, wait, I lied. Spreaker.com/JeffandDan. That's right, that's who we are. Anyways, folks, again, thank you for tuning in. Please tune in again next week. We're going to have some more Christmas fun, some more Christmas games, some more Christmas carols, and maybe some more Christmas Eds. I have no idea what the hell that even meant either. But, ladies and gentlemen, have a good night and a great week.